Hey, what's going on? Happy Thursday. Welcome into the live production of episode 88 of the Client by Client podcast. Hope this finds you well. For my friends, family, current clients, past clients, throw me some emojis in the chat. Let me know I'm coming through loud and clear. For all of my first timers, drop me a number 1 in the chat. Would love to shout you out and give you some love as well. Today, we're talking about the critical daily tasks to take your business to the next level. Today on the podcast over in Apple Podcasts and Spotify, we talk about why the fundamentals are the fundamentals, really trying to drill home the everyday, the every week basics that must be instilled and must be integrated into your routine, into your consistency. So be sure to go check out episode 79, just went live this morning. A bunch of bangers in there for you over the last couple days, and they're ready and waiting for you. That said, let's hop in. I have 6 critical daily tasks. So let's get this started and let's have a good time. Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In the last episode, we got tactical, but not in the way that we have typically been doing over these last 80 plus episodes. And what we talked about and what I shared with you was 3 non-business strategies that you can deploy to be attracting more clients and more revenue every single month in your online coaching business. Guys, there is no shortage of tactics out there online on TikTok and blogs and other podcasts you're subscribed to, and the coaching programs that you've invested in the past. There's nothing new on God's beautiful green earth. They're all out there and available for you. However, if you do not get the mental, energetic, I dare say esoteric part of this online coaching game right, those strategies just will never stick. And while you might get some results, you'll continue hopping from strategy to strategy, never deploying it long enough for it to yield you long-term results. So I share with you in that episode, in the last episode, 3 non-business strategies that you can start to do every single day that are going to help you level up your energy, level up your mental, so that you get more clients and get more revenue every single month. In today's episode, we're talking about critical daily tasks to take your business to the next level. Let's hop in and let's get this started. The first critical daily task that you must absolutely be doing, and I want you doing this whether you have leads flowing in right now or not, is pipeline management. And I say whether you have leads flowing in or not, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. And if you're hopping into your CRM, hopefully you're using GetBookedCRM, made that completely free so that you can start to use that to get leads and turn them into clients. And half the time, when you don't have clients or leads flowing in, when you don't have leads flowing in, and that happens consecutively over the course of a couple days, for some of you, the course of a couple weeks, for my hard-headed listeners, over the course of a couple months, what will end up happening is that you will eventually stumble across and ask yourself the right question that gets you the right answer for how do I get leads going into this thing? And then you come back to this show and you tune into the other episodes where we talk about getting leads flowing in, and you start to get it pounded inside of you while you only need a couple leads coming in every single day, and why you don't need ads to bring them in, because that's the wrong question to be asking is, should I be running ads? Especially if you don't have any leads right now. That's a sign that we got a little more work to do, and we need to understand what to be doing to be generating leads coming in on a daily basis. So whether you have leads flowing in or not, it's absolutely critical. And I would highly recommend that you do this in the earliest part of your work day, is open up your CRM, look at the different stages of your pipeline, and understand who is the hottest, who is ready for the next step, what is the next step with each of these prospects, and what needs to be said to advance each of these to the next stage. And when you start to have that conversation with yourself and you're directing energy at that, even with just a couple leads, you're going to find that you don't need many of them to get 1 new client every single week, or to get 3 to 5 clients every single month. And then what you'll find is that the few leads that you have go way further for your online business. And then you can start to direct that energy and that confidence from managing your pipeline, asking the right questions, and managing prospects into clients. You can start to direct that into attracting more in. The first critical task you must be doing, and I want you doing this in the earliest part of your workday, is pipeline management. Daily task number 2. No one is going to let the world know that you're open for business, both when you start your business and every single day when you're running it. And you might assume that your followers, however many you have, your subscribers, however many you have, your group members, however many of them you have, you might assume that they're tired of hearing about your offers, that they're tired of seeing your face, they're tired of hearing your marketing or all those things. But the fact of the matter is that few and far are actually getting the message. And part of this is going to come down to your daily consistency. And so the second critical task that you must be doing, and I have a caveat for you, but the way I have it written down and the way I do it and the way I direct my Get Clients members to do this is post to your story, is to get your story going active. You need that little ring going around your story. And when you get a little better at this, you're going to be posting throughout your day. And now you're more likely to end up at the very top and the very forefront of the queue of other stories that your friends and followers have on their Instagram and on their Facebook or on their Snapchat. Yeah, I said Snapchat, still a big fan. And so you have to be diligently making sure that you're going and turning on the open sign for your business. If you had a retail store, you would unlock the door, you would turn on the open sign, you might be playing some music, you might put a smile on your face. And it's very easy when you're working from home, and it's very easy when you are assuming that everyone is getting your marketing message and that market message is landing, that people just assume that you're booked solid or that you have room for them. And either of those assumptions might be helpful or not. And either way, if you are not posting to your story and being active, then what can then end up happening is that you start to create some stagnation in your business. Things start to get stagnant. And so you got to be turning on the open sign to your business every single day. Story is one of my favorite ways of doing that for me personally, and it's one of the easiest ways I think available. But this could also be posting to your feed. This could be posting a text on colored background on Facebook. This might be sending out an email. What I would highly recommend is just keeping this as simple as possible so that you can get in and so that you can get out. And so I think that that's why a minute-long story is so powerful, to pop open your story and to not say, hey, just checking in, hey, wanted to pop in today, and just get into talking about the pains and problems that your market is experiencing, so that when you have that valuable airtime, when they've actually tapped your story, that maybe you have a hook, maybe you said something in the opening moments of it that keeps them watching, keeps them listening, and maybe even gets them to reach out to your call to action and to maybe even book a call. Thing number 2, post your story. You got to turn on the proverbial open sign of your online business because no one else is going to do it. Third, in staying in line with whether it's social media or in your group or in your email list, is you have to be showing proof. You need to be sharing every single day testimonials from your clients and even members of your community. This does not need to be the life-changing results they're having. Oh my God, I got my high school body back, for the single moms. Shout out. It doesn't need to be, I just made my first 10K. It doesn't need to be that you just had a new member join your program. They can be smaller wins. If you're creating worksheets and PDFs and lead magnets and training and resources for your community, be soliciting feedback from them when you are sending them to them. They are not just going to go and opt in for them and then tell you that they got results from them, which is why it's so much more powerful to be getting people to raise their hand and not be clicking and trying to aim for the conversion, instead be aiming for the conversation, so that when you send them that training, the next day you can circle back and say, what stood out to you most? And when they send you a paragraph of, oh my God, it was this thing that you said, or hey, I haven't watched it yet, stand by, and they go and actually consume the thing, and now they send you what stood out, that is some proof. That is proof that people are implementing your strategies. That is proof that people are implementing what you talk about and what you share and what you coach on. And those are viable things for you to be sharing as far as proof. Let's take this one level further down for the one of you maybe who is just getting started and has none of these things going on, and you don't have trainings and lead magnets and PDFs or even landing pages or groups or any of those things. And so what I would add to this, or I would say slash show proof slash document your day slash learn out loud slash document over creating. And what I mean by that is give insight to your personal life, share the things that you're learning and that you're implementing, because in doing this, you might have friends and family that are looking at you increase your self-worth and increase your know-how. And when you are a person of increase, other people want to be around that. And they might be asking themselves, hey, maybe I need to spend more time with it. Maybe let me reach out. Let me see what's going on. And when that conversation is going on, You might just have the inkling of a new client, even though that's coming from your own network. And if you haven't gotten your first 3 clients yet, I can tell you that they probably aren't going to be strangers from the internet. And they probably are already in your phone book, on your social media, or in your email outbox in conversations you've had over the last couple years when you weren't coaching just yet. And even if you have been coaching and you have clients and all those things, this is your reminder to not just be sharing coaching things on your social media that make yourself human. If you have kids, show them. If you have dogs, puppies, show them. Maybe show what you eat. Every week, I give a little baby review, at least on Snapchat, of the crumble cookies that I'm eating, or the coffee that I'm drinking, or maybe the workout that I'm doing on the weekend. And these things soften up and make your coaching content land better because you're a little bit more human. And what you'll find is that other people in your audience are now reaching out and saying, hey, that looked amazing. How was it? Where'd you get that coffee from? How was it? They're going to say, wow, you're looking good. Keep at it. They're going to say that cookie, oh my God, I want to try it. And even though those people aren't inquiring about your business, the algorithm, the technology behind the social media platforms is picking up on that. And now your content is going to be landing in their feeds more often. Your story is going to be popping up more at the front of the queue. And when that happens and people are engaging your content, spending more time listening to you, watching you, and just spending time on your profile and in your content, that's also going to start to spread to other followers and other members that find you and other people that are subscribed or following you. And that is extremely helpful when it comes to being seen and heard. Show proof and document your day. Thing number 4, I think that this is an honorable mention and it goes without saying. And by the way, I've saved the best for last in this, if I didn't say this in the very beginning. But thing number 4 is you need to be starting and advancing conversations or. It's very important to your online business that you're starting conversations every single day. This could be on your story and saying, hey, I just made this brand new training. Who would like it? And not putting a link and not sending people to a landing page to get it. It's just putting the bait out there to say who would like it. And then when people ask for it, you can send them the direct link to go and get it. You can wave a PDF or a worksheet that you printed out in front of the camera and say, I just made this thing. I made an update to this thing, or I'm making an update. You can document and share while you're doing it, making an update to it. This is one of the most valuable resources my clients have loved. I'm going to give it away to 10 members, the first 10 members of my audience who would like it when the paint is done drying. And now you are soliciting conversations and getting people inbound asking you for your resources and for your goods. And you can turn those conversations into leads with the right frameworks, with the right strategies, and enough consistency of being inside of your pipeline, posting more content, and starting and advancing the conversation to the next stage. Because you don't just send them the thing, you follow up with them and ask them what was most insightful. Now maybe you get a little baby testimonial that you can share. And maybe the next day you follow up and say, hey, by the way, are you looking to do this thing that you coach on? Are you looking for some more clients, is what I would say. Or are you looking to have more warm leads coming in, is what I would say. Whatever you do, you need to figure out what that immediate result that they are wanting and be following up with that thing. You got to be starting conversations every single day, and you must be advancing them to the next stage and warming up those conversations into leads, into booked calls, or into DM conversations where you're closing them and either getting on the call and closing them or closing them in the DM. Daily task that's critical for taking your business to the next level, number 5, is client interaction. If you have clients already, then I most definitely want you spending time inside of, like, I use a Facebook group for my clients and for my program. It might not be that way forever, but I did that in partially to show my students that you don't need a bunch of crazy tech and to invest a bunch of money in all of these different content management systems like Kajabi or a fancy WordPress or a Teachable, especially when you're first getting started. And I've just stayed inside of Facebook because it's free, because it works, because most of my prospects have Facebook. Almost everybody that is in my market has a Facebook, whether they're actively using it or not. And when you prioritize your client interaction, right? Because you need to be marketing to be getting more clients. But also when you make a program and a product that's so good and you love on your clients and you get underneath them and you serve them, now you're creating the recipe for them, whether you're telling them to or not, to be referring you more business. And every second you have to spend marketing for new clients are precious moments you have to spend away from the ones that trust you the most and have invested their hard-earned money to spend time around with you and be inside of your coaching program to get the result that they're wanting. And so you have to be prioritizing and balancing between marketing and serving and delivering with your clients. This is probably what I would do if I was you. Pop open your pipeline, thing number 1, and be analyzing where your next client is coming from. Then turn on your open sign, do your story, post maybe some things you have in your camera roll, maybe you have testimonials, recycle and reuse them. Don't just share them once. Then I would be interacting with my clients, going into my client Facebook group, looking at, are there any new comments? Are there any new questions? Who haven't I heard from who's maybe not green right now and kind of sliding into yellow that I need to go and chat with? Who has reached out and told me they are red that needs a little bit of love and help, and how can I start to help them? So that's what I would probably be doing in the chain of operations. That would be the first 30 to 45 minutes of your day maximum. And now you're into like serving your clients, helping them. And now when you're also directing energy at your client group and at your clients, now you're going to be attracting more of those scenarios where you have more clients in and creating an environment where more can be inside of there thriving with you. And now you're watching your revenue go up, and you're also seeing your other clients wanting to renew with you because their friends are in the program and they've made new friends inside of your program. And when that happens, there becomes this social aspect where everybody has attachments with different people on top of their attachment with you. And when that happens, now you're creating not just a coaching program, you've created a community people feel safe in, they feel seen in, they feel valued in, they feel heard in. And these are the sort of things that will go into their decision leaning in your favor, that will keep them renewing with you and becoming hopefully lifelong clients. Thing number 6, if you've gotten some value at this point in the episode, screenshot wherever you're getting this episode, share it to your story, tag me at What Up Jeremy. I'd love to return the favor by sharing you to my story, exposing you to my audience, and hopefully getting you some more attention onto your coaching program, your products, and your services, and just connecting my community at large. Thing number 6, I would dare say this is most important. Maybe you do this even before you get out of bed. Maybe you do this before you hop in your pipeline. And that is that you must be anticipating that good things are happening, whether they are happening in front of you yet or not. And I think this is one of the most powerful ways to get the universe, source, God energy on your side, and for this to have the ripple effect in everything else you do throughout the day. This is about getting intentional about what you are going to bear witness to in your day. And when you start to get in the habit of this, and it starts to change the way that you are thinking, and it starts to change the way that you are feeling about business, about growth, about being of service, about your confidence as an online coach, what winds up happening is, because your energy is directed at anticipating good things, is that even when a bad thing happens, you relabel it as good and you choose to see the good in the things. And with that comes the seed of something as equally as powerful as a bad thing. And now you're catapulting yourself into a positive direction. And when you start to choose to see the positivity in the world and to stop looking at the negativity, you'll walk around more light. You'll walk around lighter. You'll walk around more at peace. You'll walk around with this calm about yourself that is already experiencing the good things. And when you're in that state, it's my belief that you become a magnet for more of those situations, for more of those circumstances. And that's how you create and whip together the magic ingredients that are the recipe for an online business and being an online coach that's growing, that's getting leads every single day, and getting clients every single week. In the next episode of Client by Client, I want to talk about the most common mistakes being made by coaches stuck below 5 to 10K a month. So be sure to circle back tomorrow so that you can understand and hear all the common mistakes and to make sure that you are not making them in your online business. Whenever you are ready, here are 3 ways I can help you grow your online business. First, download your free copy of GetBookedCRM. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and pipeline from Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, or your email inbox, where you're losing leads in the cracks and you're leaving a lot of money on the table every single month? That's why I created GetBookedCRM. What started out as a way for me to manage my pipeline for free has quickly become a favorite tool of my private clients and many members in the Leverage Coach community. Get leads and turn them into clients in half the time. And get it while it's still free. All you have to do is find me on Instagram or Facebook and send me the letters CRM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I've got coaches from all over the world coaching across various niches, and all ships rise in a high tide. Get around them, get around me, and get access to trainings I share and other resources around the web that help me grow my online business. To get your free invitation out, all you have to do is find me on Instagram and send me the letters and send me the word group. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods and frameworks for getting a minimum of 15K worth of new clients or doubling your online client roster base over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right people is super important to me. So this is only for you if you are a relationship focused coach who always puts the person ahead of the money. You've been coaching for at least 6 months to a year. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically from social media without wasting money and time on paid ads. You have at least 300 friends on a social platform, email list, or group. You are willing to take bold action because you know that your success depends upon it. And last, but most importantly, you can keep a secret. That's you. I want you to grab your phone right now, tap that Instagram app icon, find me at What Up Jeremy, and send me the words case study. When you do that, I'll ask you a couple questions about your online business and your vision for the next year. Then I'll share with you what we have coming up this month in the Get Clients program, how we're already helping students from all over the world in many different coaching niches. And we'll also identify what part of the program will likely make the biggest impact in your online business the soonest. That way you know what to expect. All you have to do is find me on Instagram and send me the words case study. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Cheers. Hope that something hit home for you here today, whatever that was. Drop it in the comments below. If you made it all the way through the end, drop me Thursday in all caps, even if you're watching this not on Thursday. And would love to just shout you out, say hi, check in on how you're doing. All right, team, that's it for me. Go sell something. There's still time in the week. Peace.